Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. I'm concerned. Our staunchest allies have been defeated. We are surrounded on all sides now by enemies, and our territory is rapidly eroding. I've been saying for like 3 episodes now that this might be the last one, so I guess I won't say it again. But I think you guys all know it. This might be, it might be. Anyway, let's focus up. I don't think I want to build. I want to save money. We might have to do some crazy stuff, although winning battles is worth money. You know what I should do is, I should... Oh, this is almost everything. And it is only 1 extra food. If we do restart, I'm going to very seriously prioritize getting down here and taking this other pasture, because the pasture building is great. Well, we could build another Rattling Warrens so that we have an even better casualty replenishment rate. No, I think we're going to save our money. We may need it for sorry, missing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, that's an issue. Well, nothing I can do about it now. I guess if I turn off taxation, it'll be 1 extra turn before it happens. If I turned off taxation, it would go down to -5. It'd go to 98. If I turn this on this turn, it'll come into effect next turn, which will bring it down further to -3, but at 98 it will still be... will still spawn a rebellion. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn off taxation for 1 turn, delaying the rebellion by a turn. And I have a damaged building in the mortuary at Skrolk, but there's no sense in repairing it. It probably will just get trashed next turn. Alright, fingers crossed, everybody. It's not wholly impossible that we could pull this out. It would be difficult, but we've been fighting difficult battles for quite a while now. It really depends on how the blue lizard men play their forces. That's really our most dangerous foe at the moment. I guess Itza might have a ton of armies. I don't even know. But we definitely broke them down pretty badly. Yeah, this is not. This is obviously not worth fighting. And here goes the mortuary. Like I said, would not have been good use of our money to repair that building. Let's make sure. Oh, it didn't activate. The fast forward could save us some time, you know, watching enemy armies move around. Okay. So yeah, we're being raided by rebels. Spine of Sotek is going to rebel next turn no matter what we do, so let's turn taxation back on.
I'm deadly.
And we have to break the assault down in the south. So let's head toward doing that. I probably just want to go to Schlonsek and defeat this army while it's mustering. We can worry about this later. You need to march hard to the north.
I see you.
Guacamole Crater is where we're headed. If we can get there in time, we can defeat the rebel army and maybe hold against these lizard men using the walls and garrison and warp bombs and stuff. Still reticent to spend large amounts of money. Can we piece these guys? Nope. I was hoping their temporary weakness on account of having recently lost a large army might convince them that continuing to fight us was a bad idea, but I think they are correctly considering that their allies around us are still pretty powerful. Nagorond has started a ritual. Boy, do I not have time to worry about that right now. Thrice Cursed Peak doesn't have walls, so if the rebels always spawn outside the capital of a province, but if they move down here, they could really put us in a bind. We need that gold mine. A couple of new factions have been added. Oh, hey, always more besides. Good for us. And we're being raided and all kinds of stuff's happening. His army moved to the other settlement for some reason. Maybe trying to be closer to reinforcements. I think we definitely just run over here and crush these guys.
Impossible.
Yeah, he has 11 units and then a 7-unit garrison. I mean, we're actually in kind of bad shape, though. Maybe we need to back off and replenish instead. Let's...
Stop!
Hold on.
Die!
Game thinks we will get absolutely crushed, but it always thinks that. I have spears for the eagles. He has 3 units of horses, but his horses have not proven to be terribly useful in the past. Missile cavalry. Very fast missile cavalry. That could be a problem, actually. Maybe we should just back off and replenish? No, I'm going to go for it. I think we have to be very aggressive right now. We've got the elves in the south on the back foot a little bit. If we fall back to replenish, they're also going to muster, and more armies from Teclis's force could join them. We have to take advantage of whatever we have going right now. I don't think we should just lose this battle. I think that we definitely at least have a chance. I'm a little worried about the missile cavalry being able to pick us off without us being able to respond, really. We don't have anything that's fast enough to catch horses, I don't think. But we have plague monks. We have, of course, our plague wizard. Yeah, I think we should be able to do this. Hopefully we can do it without losing too much stuff. Because if Teclis did bring in an army at this point from the west, I would have a real hard time dealing with that. These guys are level 3. I mean, the AI seems to mostly have lost all of their experienced units, which is also good for us. I guess we don't have a lot of experienced units either. These poison wind globadiers have been around for a while. So next game, assuming that we do still have to go to a next game, we need to pursue more quickly plague monks and also sources of armor piercing. Because a lot of elf units have a lot of armor, and then of course the lizardmen like Sauruses all have 60 armor. Alright, I mean, I think this is pretty much right, actually. So let's make sure we have spears on the edges. How do I want to do this? Spears on the edges, clan rats with shields in the front. It's just in a place where they can kind of fall in around our archers, should our archers get attacked a lot, you know. They're going to send guys at us. Alright, and the good units behind. I'm actually going to move these guys over a little bit more, maybe. I'm going to keep a unit of spears. Okay, let's move these guys over. I'm thinking I want to keep a unit of spears kind of in this position as well, so that if they run directly at the ranged, we can have spears move up through. So yeah, in these kind of like edge positions, and then a lot of people right behind. Leaders in the middle so that they're ready to move forward, especially the wizard. And I'm fine with starting with 19. Does our wizard have... He does not have Arcane Conduit yet. Okay, that's fine. And as always, we want to let the elf forces separate a little bit before we start dropping clan rats in them. Unfortunately, they're not total idiots. These things actually have a fair amount of armor. We'll go ahead and employ the poison wind globes as well. Alright, just fight back. Fortunately, they're firing into our shields mostly. Alright, the Poison Wind Globadiers are actually doing like pretty okay damage.
What was orders?
See, I would have had these things like run around the sides, engaged, and you know, have these guys shoot into our flanks or something. I don't think this is the right play at all. We've actually killed quite a few of them. Oh wow, yeah, they are not handling that well. Okay. God, high elves have long range. Okay, well, I think they screwed up pretty badly there. They have essentially lost their missile cavalry very early into the battle. Fall back. Alright, let's risk the Globadiers. If we can get a volley off into these guys, I'm sure we'll get quite a few kills. They're actually just going to let me do this, huh? Okay, here come more units. Oh, you guys are in skirmish mode? Man, I gotta turn skirmish mode off at the beginning of battles. Nobody goes anywhere unless I say to go there. Do I still want you falling back? No, probably not. If the eagle falls in on us, we will fight the eagle. Okay, now is the time for falling back. It looks like we're about to have an actual fight. Although they're still... Man, they sure have a lot of ranged troops of various kinds. So we're up at 30 winds of magic now. This eagle has fallen in on us, perhaps foolishly. Chargelot, could you just like handle that maybe? We'll get our wizard ready to do horrible things. Alright, that eagle is going to have to bail out or die. Did that one fall? It fell on a unit of plague monks. Well, I don't recommend that. I think it has maybe made an error. They'll handle it, though. I don't need to do anything there. Okay, so here come the horses. Let's move you guys up. And are we in cast range? It's like one of these would be awfully cool. No, we're not even close to in cast range. I'm going to wait for them to approach a little bit more. We'll get the wither off, you know. We have a plan. Okay, they've separated enough for my taste. Let's go ahead and start dropping clan rats on them. Yeah, it looks like we're going to have to close, though. They'll be content to just fire on us from afar. You know, which is like, it's pretty much objectively right. That's the thing they should be doing. Alright, you got that under control. So basically, everybody, this whole formation just kind of move forward. So how you do this? You control and drag? No, you shift and drag. There's some kind of goofy thing you do here, where you select a bunch of units and then you... Oh yeah, okay. Alt and left-click drag to move them roughly in formation, despite the fact that every other move command in the game is done with right-click. Alright, go forward. Get him. And as soon as we're pretty much engaged, it will be time for the clan stone. Alright, this is definitely wither time, too. I'm going to overcast it, I think. What's my miscast chance? Ooh, high. Never mind. We'll do a normal cast. I'll cast it like... That's a lord? A noble. Melee specialist, alright. I'm going to put this down like here so that it affects these guys as they run forward as well. Alright, that eagle is getting chopped up pretty good. Let's get in on their spears. Alright. Plague Priest probably needs to get up a little bit closer so that he can get some Plague Monks in on the back line here. Sure. Like that, I guess. He has to move forward. Okay, so where's our... The unit of clan rats in the back line completely die. Oh no, here they... I think this is... No, this is guys coming from this way. Oh, whatever. So here's where we're dropping the next group. I do think it's a little bit silly the way you have to specifically order enemies to attack stuff that they actually collide with. Where is my wizard? I'm gonna need more spells. I mean, this would be an okay place to just drop a plague, right? Right hereabouts? What is... Oh, that's the clan stones. Yep, okay. Alright, their cavalry are getting shredded. We got their spearmen in full retreat. White flags a-flying. Let's get up into it. Yeah, okay, just keep fighting the Reavers. You keep fighting these guys. I'm assuming that this plague should be fairly effective. We don't need so many units engaged on this guy. Yeah, wow, that is melting them. Let's can get over here in the enemy formation. The answer to every problem is more rats. Get in there, get him, break him down. Fall back on that guy. We have almost enough Winds of Magic for another unit of Plague Monks, but I don't have a good place to cast them. Run forward. You guys are the most dangerous remaining ranged enemies, but yeah, we're totally winning this battle. It's honestly, it doesn't even really feel that close. Where's Otherlock? Come and deal with this guy, would you?
Now, ready now. Attack, attack. Ready, ready.
Eagles fleeing. Let's have some of our units break off and head over here. We're not going to be able to catch the horses, but we can chase them. They'll run. Hi. Did you forget? Did you think we were out? Alright, get him. Okay, let's add a unit of Plague Monks to this conflict. Otherlock ran off their melee lord pretty quickly. What do they have that's not in retreat? Okay, I was going to say, how is the battle not over? Yeah. And there's nowhere to run, because obviously we're taking the settlement. So, only 500 losses. Man. Yeah, the balance of power bar is very broken. I played a little bit of High Elf just to kind of like get a better grasp of their forces. I played like 20 turns of High Elf. And my experience with playing High Elf is that I think it's both
Victory!
individually that Lizardmen auto-resolve bars way over favor the Lizardmen, and that rat auto-resolve bars way under favor the rats, and it's just exacerbated when the two forces are together. Because as High Elves just like trying to fight enemies that were nearby, I found that the Lizardmen were pretty over-represented by the balance of power bar. Okay, so this crushes them. We're definitely not spending any food. Wow. Loot and occupy, that's a lot of money. I don't think we have time to go after this. We have to try to wipe out this faction. So this army will move east next turn. Do I want to do... Oh yeah, I have a port now. I wasn't even thinking about that. We have enough money that we could do some stuff now. Oh. I wonder if committing to Guacamole Crater is the right thing to do now. It has a garrison of 18 units.
All is doomed!
Turn taxation back on. I totally forgot about that. It has a pretty serious garrison, actually.
Join us.
Yeah, let's do it. If we're gonna be able to stop this train of blue guys running over us, it's gonna have to be
Pestilence!
this way. Oh my god.
Ordered rat provides.
Okay, this army's not too fancy, but it does just have a lot of guys with... It has just a lot of Sauruses, and that's dangerous. This army has some fancier stuff. Croxigors and Blessed Spawnings. And we don't know what's up with these guys, alright. I bet I do. I bet I did know what was up with those guys. Also, this is happening. Man. I do not have time for this. I don't think that's worth researching, honestly. So we have enough money to buy some upgrades.
Stench of others.
I think I'm going to do this so that we can build a defensive building here and maybe hold out for a little while. And then with all this money, this doesn't really help us. They're not going to give me 3 turns to finish that. And we don't have that many turns of running upkeep anyway. I'm going to try to build this. Maybe they'll back off. If they don't back off and they put us under siege, I'll cancel it and we'll get the money back. Alright, this army's ready to move again right away. The 1 turn of replenishment here will be fine. We'll push east. Although maybe we have to ignore the elf settlement. We broke their army. Maybe we take that as good enough and we just have to go north and fight Itza, because I think we might lose our capital. Although, do I think that army can take the capital? Maybe not. Ooh. These guys are running down to reinforce. If we could get an ambush off. What happened to my fast forward? Okay, Subatun's walls have been damaged. I don't know how long it takes to repair them, but it's bad. Okay. So here's our chance. This is the best shot we're going to get against blue. We have to take out that army. I think we might be able to lightning strike it and just have Skrolk versus that one army. Oh, other lock has become strict by being in a place where strictness is needed. 15 melee defense for all of our troops for 4 turns. That is a very lucky random event. Can you get Arcane Conduit this level? You can. Excellent. So, we're doing 25% movement range. So if we move to right here, we'll have 26. This might be close enough for us to catch them with an ambush if they try to move in. Let's see, what's my effect range? I don't think it will be. Well, let's try it. I don't know if that's going to work.
All tales are mine.
Yeah. I don't think that's going to work, but it's worth a shot. These guys are ignoring Oixel. That's actually pretty good for us. They're going to go sack the Sentinel of Time, which I can't really stop them from doing, but that means they're going to let us build our choke point building, so I'm happy about that. You... Oh, actually, I don't think those guys are close enough to reinforce. And we pulled the ambush. Alright, I'm going to quick save and hit the auto-resolve here, because it's actually in our favor. How much does it brutalize my force? Because honestly, fighting this manually, I've had a really bad time against these Saurus-heavy armies lately. 3 units of slaves died and not really any other meaningful damage. I will accept that result gladly. Am I actually gonna... I might take 5%. I might. Because we're gonna get sieged again in a second here. Yeah. I'll take 5% replenishment. And we stole a magic resist amulet, which I don't care for. And we killed Simpson. He's Simpson.
I see you.
He probably wants you to eat pants. Alright, let's, what was I doing? I was upgrading my clan rats, or, no, I'm gonna upgrade my plague monks. Even better plague monks. So we could go out after this army now. This army is a little bit softer, but it does have fire leech bolas? What does that mean? I mean, fire, sure, but, like, does the leech part actually have meaning, or is it just, like... Is it just flavor? I think it might just be flavor. So we could grab 3 units of Skaven slaves, just refill our army, and wait here. They could bring both of their armies out against us next turn if we do that, though. Man, I do not know what to do.
It's death frenzy.
I want to do this, but it would take 5 turns to complete, and it would leave us with only like 3 turns worth of actual paying the upkeep for our armies. I don't think that's a good idea, probably. Let's try just going after these guys. If we can, yes, proc an ambush is what I was going to say.
Brothers. Victory.
Let's take the food. Oh, hey, I forgot about that. Okay. Once again, somehow, maybe we're not out of this. Let's go say hi to these guys. Their army is garbage, so... Oh, much better replenishment. I'll actually take that.
Yes, more virulent am I.
We definitely don't want to chase that, I think. I mean, we could chase them out to here and then march backward, but if we do that, we won't be able to march back to the settlement, and then the Lizardmen army will catch us in march stance all injured. That's a bad idea.
I claim take this for negligence.
Okay, we fall back and we just grab some more slaves. Do I want to bring in something else? I could get a new catapult unit now that I can build them again. I don't want to wait 4 turns, though. Wow, I recruit them at rank 6? Really? You know what? So do I want these? These shouldn't be slaves, then. Well, one of them can be a unit like clan rats. Or should I get some poison wind globadiers? They seem to actually be fairly effective. Yeah, sure. Okay, so Skrolk's army is committed to holding the northern defensive line for the moment, but I actually think that's fine. And his plague monks are way better than they used to be.
Skaven slave revolt.
I think this is where we need to spend our upgrade money. Oh, that puts me real low on cash. But we're about to have some fights whether I want to or not, and that's going to make some money. Oh. Okay, minus 5% recruitment cost, that's fine. I really like the trait system. I like the way that you can craft a lord into being good at something just by doing it. Ah, he didn't cross the ambush line. I didn't figure he would. Yep, that happens. Nothing I can do about that. He successfully damaged the walls here. That actually could be pretty bad. So, wait, what just happened there? Did they moved their big army out and spawned a new one? To replace the one of the ones that we just dashed? The College of Pyrotechnics! Okay. Titchet the Insane's back. If we want him, I don't really. Yep, the College of Pyrotechnics came to our rescue and pushed the blue guys off. Okay, this is an opportunity.
By Sigma's will, come in peace.
Nope. Okay. Listen, we're working together. How did they win that battle? What about all of the melee troops? Like, all right. Maybe they found a nice cliff somewhere that they can set up on. Cecilio Portoanes, you are kind of my hero for winning a battle with that army composition. So this is tough. What do we do here? I want to finish off the elves. This is their big army. If we defeat this army, we'll probably be able to sweep them out and just completely remove them from the game and then never have to worry about them ever again.
Hornet One watches me.
Obviously, there's danger in not turning around and fighting Rinky. But actually, maybe
Bring decay.
maybe Skrolk. Well, Skrolk can't handle this. Oh, there's another Itza army coming in too. Shoot.
Mighty am
The
I.
other Locke's army, which is mostly composed of low-tier units, is going to be way more effective against an elf army than it is against the lizardmen, though. Oh, especially this army's like mostly spears and stuff. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Stab gouge.
Oh, yeah, he only has one unit of horses, and yeah. Yeah, we're going to win this.
Smell.
I waver very quickly between certainty that I will be destroyed and a really unearned level of confidence in my abilities. It's a lot of fun. I'd recommend it to anybody. I do think that we should be able to win this, though. They have a lot more archers and foot soldiers than the last elf army we faced, and that bodes pretty well for us. They seem to not actually be very good at fighting rats. Especially with all of our nonsense. Because, of course, the way that we win is not really by fighting. Ooh, do I want to gamble a 14? I don't think so. The fact is, they're going to give us so much time, I bet, before we have to really get into combat formation, that we'll probably get to full magic from 14. Oh, excuse me. Bless me? Whatever it is you say. I don't know what you're supposed to say when you're the one who sneezes, actually. Oh, hold on, let's put these spears over here. I don't know if this is a good plan, but it worked last time, and so I'm going to keep using it. So we'll have spears sort of out here on the sides, ready to move in when weird stuff happens. The plague monks just sort of generally behind because I don't want them to die early. I guess over here is fine. You guys in this space, and okay, let's do it. Alright, so here comes the standard. Let's ride forward our missile cavalry. Try to shred these guys up real fast. I guess this is what we did last time, right? We split them. It was good enough. They are, for some reason, not interested in attacking our range. They would rather attack melee guys who have shields. Yeah, it's a shame that we killed everyone in the last battle, so these guys weren't able to get any intel about what went wrong. Like, look at that. They are not handling all that poison wind very well. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. Skirmish mode off. Okay. There we go. Alright. Back up, and they're just going to do the same thing. This time they brought 3 eagles, which I think they probably think is a good thing. Because, again, they don't know what happened last time. I guess I gotta wait for them to land before I can issue their commands. Eagles just don't seem like very good units. That's my impression. Let's grab the spears. Alright, engage. Eat that charge, guys. What are you doing? You have orders. Go kill me an eagle. Alright, so they have a lot of archers. Which means that we're going to start this stuff way earlier this time. Alright, you guys need to... No, don't do that. Just, like, sprint. Go forward fast. With much fastness. Oh, no, not you guys. Sorry. You guys have important stuff to do. Sort of run our backline troops up. Rat Surge probably needs to be closer than he is. We have an honor guard of plague monks back here that probably shouldn't stay back here. Yeah, and eagles seem to be really weak. Having fast flying units is cool. It's cool and powerful and good. I get why they're doing it. It's just not good enough to... Would you please get in there and do stuff? Alright, so... Spears, try to focus on this. It is a good time for a clan stone. But we gotta get some spell casting done. So do I want to summon plague monks first? I kind of want to just drop a plague in the middle of this group of archers. Yeah, it feels to me like that's a pretty good move. So we'll let that get cast. Come on, go off, go off, go off. Alright. We'll make parts of the battlefield uninhabitable. They are obsessed with this idea of using their eagles to attack my plague priests, but it just doesn't seem to be working.
Yes, superior one. Right. Great.
Okay, let's go right here. My charged forward units not ever wanting to target stuff is kind of silly. Get them. Alright, hold up. Where is my lord? So what's going on back here? These guys never actually engaged. I must have missed them in all of the clicking. This eagle is defeated, so we can refocus these plague monks. I'm honestly just going to give a lot of my units orders to run forward at specific enemy units, and if they run away, that's actually totally fine. Alright, we need Other Lock to probably it would be best for him to get their lord. I think we can take an elf. And let's have a unit of plague monks emerge right here. Okay. That should be fairly effective, I would think. Alright. Try to get our ranged units engaging on their ranged cavalry. Cavalry broke immediately just from our presence. Oh wow, the poison wind globes are so effective. Don't let them get away. Never stop fighting them. Yeah, this this pestilent clanstone thing seems really, really nice. Pestilence, sorry, clan pestilence. We seem to have gotten a lot of value out of this. Alright, let's keep trying to keep them engaged. We honestly, it seems like, can kind of ignore the Lorthern Sea Guard. They don't seem to actually do very well in melee. Alright, and we have 11 winds of magic. Oh yeah, I should be spamming Arcane Conduit, right. This thing should always be on cooldown. Let's get him out here and try to get into a position where I can drop some really good plague breaths.
Very, very well. Plague monks.
Right, like this is pretty good. Yes, effective. Hey, where are you guys headed? Right, chase him. Chase him is all I need. Okay, this side of the battle needs some serious manual command. Right, spears get on that guy. These spears should try to disengage if they can. Okay. He got hung up on an eagle. An eagle landed on him. Let's ride over and handle this guy, because this guy is actually losing to a unit of spears. What is the value of an elven hero if he can't beat a unit of clan rats? I mean, Otherlock's clan rats have buffs, but not a lot of buffs. Alright, let's make sure that we have these guys under control, and you guys just keep chasing. Right, I think we're getting pretty close here to victory. Getting pretty close to all of their units being broken. Back up to 13. Alright, how are the we can do something like that. Good stuff. And our wizard can hold his own against an eagle long enough for reinforcements to show up at least. Okay. We're gonna need our globadiers over here, it looks like. Never mind, we're not gonna need anything over here. I'm spending way too much food on these engagements. It always feels like I should take the maximum, especially when we're in the top part of the food bar. Feels wasteful not to, but we don't end up... The battles aren't long enough to use that many charges. I should probably try to cut that down a little bit. That said, we seem to be doing fine even with me wasting food all over the place. Maybe it's not a big deal.
Great victory!
Alright, I think that was their only army. I think they're broken now.
I am warlord.
And I think we need to take advantage of that. Alright. Lord Skrolk does not have a hero around. We don't really have a lot of heroes anymore. We lost a lot of them when Skrolk's army died. Let's maybe hire one, because we have some money here. Can't hire anything here. Here we go. Plague Priest. Because what I'm thinking is we need to try to get rid of some of these enemy agents. This is the only place we can hire from. Well, +5 Nurglost Scratchu Scar. It's like he portmanteaued scratch and chew into a word that probably rats use all the time. Seems a little silly to me, but yeah. All right, let's take him. Plus wins of magic for the whole faction. Seems all right. So I think he's going to be a hero wounder. I think is what we need. We need people to stop damaging our walls. We need those walls intact. So that's right. His melee attack contaminates people. So we'll go like wound and also specialist. Now he has lots of points of that. And he can really damage replenishment for enemy forces. He's also good at damaging walls himself. You know what? Let's do that. This is definitely a map action hero. Oh no, it needs one more turn to continue or to finish its defensive building, and it's not going to get it. It's very unfortunate. How many turns is Skrolk recruiting for? 3 more? We might have to cancel these. Yeah, I think we do. As much as I would love to get those units, I think what we have to do, since the College of Pyrotechnics has bought us some time up here, we need to run across the border, and then once we're in this region, we can use the local recruitment pool to one-turn recruit clan rats. We'll just pull those in for the remaining slots. I could get more plague monks. I kind of want clan rats to just sort of eat enemy range fire and stuff. Plague monks have less health than clan rats and considerably worse survivability. What is this army? Okay, it has dinosaurs and stuff, so let's get spears. Okay. We can upgrade Guacamole Crater. At this point, I think we can afford to. Yeah, I think that seems reasonable. We should definitely do this. This is a real problem. I don't know what we're going to do about that, honestly. We probably shouldn't spend 2,400 more gold. Alright, well, we're getting there. We're figuring it out. We got a couple of lucky ambushes up north, which really turn things around. We have to stop Itza somehow. But we also have to finish off these elves while we can finish them off. I really think this is important. Because I don't think that we, if we let them go, their tech level seems to be pretty high. They're summoning, like, really highly armored cavalry and stuff. If we let them go, I don't know that we'll be able to stop them later. At least not as easily. And Itza took out the settlement that they could take really easily. It's now gonna take them some more difficult battles here. Ooh, they might just go for Ixel right now. Okay, they didn't. If Skrolk can reach that smaller army on his turn... Oh, don't you dare block my army. Okay, it looks like he's not doing anything. Yeah, if Skrolk can reach this smaller army this turn and get a lightning strike battle off against it, we might be able to break this force up. I'm really hoping that the College of Pyrotechnics is able to continue pushing. I can't believe that army composition is working. Don't you siege my city. Actually, that's fine. The garrison can easily defeat that stack. I was saying don't you siege it because I want the construction to continue, but actually we'll be fine. Alright, so we're besieged pretty much all over the place. This should be completely trivial. Yeah, this force of rebels will probably never be meaningful. because they won't wait long enough. They're not going to stop and recruit for long enough to actually become a threat. This is, what is that? Poison gutter runners. This is not going to be as good for us. Yeah, I don't... We might need an actual army to intervene over there, and we just don't have time for that. Oh, it looks like he maybe can reach?
Open the book of woe.
Wow, modifies the replenishment of the target army by 20% is pretty significant.
Bless with faith.
It looks like he can reach. Let's go get him.
Spread boxes.
This should be relatively easy. Oh, we got an ambush off, so we don't even have to lightning strike and we still get the settlement garrison? Yeah, this will be a slaughter.
For pestilence. They are mine now. Now.
4% replenishment.
I need
You know what? I'll take it.
Kill. So takes brood.
And is he close enough to the city? No, he's not. The city's garrison will not contribute to this battle. Oh, no, maybe they will. Let's go see. We can always just back off. Oh, I don't have the movement. Never mind. So lowering his replenishment won't do anything because he doesn't need to replenish. So let's try to put this guy away. Get him, Nurglost. I believe in you. Nope. I shouldn't have. Shouldn't have believed in him. Not up to the attempt. Well, that's just embarrassing. Okay. I think we might have this situation under control. Itza is still taking the Sentinel of Time from us. I feel like that's a thing that's been happening pretty much non-stop for the entirety of the game. But this should be really easy. He's mustering another army over here, so we have to be careful, but I think this should be brutal, like... And these guys are in march mode, so they can't even run. He exposed himself far too much there. I don't think we need food. Okay. Ooh, a Talisman of Endurance is a pretty good item. So, does he have... He doesn't have anything in his army that's... His Plague Monks are getting some levels. But there's no reason for him to take this stuff yet, because it only applies to rank 7 and above. So why don't we go into the blue line a little bit? Increased chance of landing ambushes. Pretty alright. So, I guess, do I want to try to go for Chupiatl? I think I want Chupiatl to be last. I think we need to push the Citadel of Dusk and crush their army there. So actually, let's switch to March mode. We will get closer to the road. I want to stay on my side of the line because we want to get a turn of replenishment ticking. Alright, we have enough money. Kayaks needs to get upgraded all the way and get real defenses in place. And here in Schlansek, we need to upgrade the Putrid Rice Bog, which is just so gross. It is the grossest thing. Okay. Okay. I feel alright. I guess we're still surrounded by lots and lots of enemies. Things are ugly. But we might be okay. This is the thing I'm worried about most now. Metable. So if we can deal with this, Skrolk can head west and deal with that. And then we gotta worry about like retaking all this land, but like one thing at a time. Huh. Wasn't some of this land blue before? Oh no, that's right, the blue stuff was up here. I was wondering if we could maybe actually eliminate blue. And then there's always the chance that the College of Pyrotechnics will deal with it for us. Relations with them are improving. They don't like the fact that we raided them, but I think it was worth doing. Oh, we still have quest battles too, like... this army is starting to get fairly large. What I need is a third stack. I need to be able to push Chupa but still have guys available for this. 2 turns until we have basic defenses. Our garrison will almost double in size when that happens. I really, really can't afford another lord, right? Yeah. Total army upkeep will increase by 1,400. I really can't afford a 3rd stack right now. It's the cost of logistics, man. It's a serious concern. So Otherlock might be able to go down to the tip of the continent and finish off that settlement on this turn. And if he can, I do think he has to go to Chupa. I think if the High Elves come for kayaks, if Teclis's guys come for kayaks, then it falls. That's just what that is. Because I think it's really important that we get rid of this force so that we can consider our southeast corner pretty much safe, and we can devote our forces elsewhere. Okay, that guy just ran right up into range of... Okay, well, he's in bad position. We're going to get him. I don't think I would have done that if I was him, but you know... the AI doesn't always behave the way a human player would behave, and also, I'm not spectacular at this game, so the fact that I wouldn't have done something doesn't mean it's a bad idea. Okay, so they failed to assassinate Nerglost's Skretchuskar. We're being besieged all over the place, and we are out of text. Oh no, that's right, we can research volatile plans. Alright.
Warlord, me.
Ooh, that's gotta be cool. I'm excited to see that in action. Alright, so let's... Oh. I'm very disappointed with how much movement we get here.
This way.
Alright, well, we'll get them next turn. I don't think there's anything they can do to stop us.
You're in Liber Bubonicus.
Sword.
I refuse.
What do you mean you refuse? Attack the enemy army. What is... Alright, hold on.
Pestilent disciple.
I'm on guard. He's also on guard, so this is like... No, he's not on guard. Huh. Does failing a wound doesn't put the enemy army on guard? That's strange. Alright, we can run these guys off again, generate some food for the force, because we don't really need the replenishment on the garrison. God, I hope they're successful in the north. If they want to take all of this stuff, I might just let them have it. Yeah, okay, the only thing that we really need to do this turn is attack these guys, which, for some reason, I am not allowed to do. Okay, there we go. I can lead with the garrison. I don't know why I'm not allowed to attack with Skrolk. Was he in the wrong stance or something? To be perfectly honest, lead with the garrison might be the right play, though. Let's put in all of this stuff. It is increasing the bar a little bit, and then just auto-resolve that. Okay. We lost our Skaven slaves, but that's it. That's pretty good. For this army, I'm absolutely, I'm overjoyed by that result. The replenishment doesn't go to Skrolk's army at all, so we'll take an enslave.
Soon shall be Art Plague Lord.
Okay, we found the worst sword.
Victory, the horned rat shitters.
The flavor text on that one should be, well, it's better than an empty slot. Yeah, I mean, let's get Pack Leader too. Let's max out Pack Leader. I don't know what the max level is or how many more skill points we're allowed to have, but...
Rest stupor, my brethren.
Okay. We don't need more Plague Monks, probably. We just need more... We need more rats. We need more clan rats with shields. Where was the... Oh, the catapults were being recruited from the Mine of the Bearded Skulls. So we don't have access to them anymore. I'm going to build that building here. But for now, we'll just fill his army out with clan rats. Yeah. So we're going to be fighting Skaven mostly in the near future. I think swords are probably the way to go.
Lord Skrolk.
Alright, and that army's like ready to fight next turn. So we'll try to sprint over here and handle this. Thrice Cursed Peak has its defensive building in place now. Yeah, alright, we're getting there. Slowly getting there. Let's do 1 or 2 more turns here. Honestly, I'm starting to feel maybe not sanguine exactly, but although in a sense. But yeah, like I am no longer convinced that we will die at the beginning of the next video, which is something that I have felt for a couple of videos now. Wow, interesting. What do you think is the plan for these guys? Oh, that's right. I think Skrolk has to come down here and reclaim this territory, doesn't he? I'm not sure what that is. Are they going to run to the island? I mean, I'm going to let them. I'm going to take the Citadel of Dusk. That's got to be our focus. Uh-oh.
Nothing can stop me, mate.
I think that bar is a relative strength bar, which means the College of Pyrotechnics is super low relative strength, which means they lost their army. They are at 0 armies right now, I think.
My eyes gone, but I see.
Yeah, we'd better go take this back before it gets used to summon a new army.
Make things sick and die.
Okay, we can definitely afford to take this back at level 3.
Loot, find trinkets for tribute.
Okay, good stuff, Skrolk.
I see you.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to, I keep forgetting to look at people's gear. I think I do want him to have Terror. That seems fine. Nope. I'm happy with the Crown of Command. We don't really have a lot of good arcane items. I don't love banners, but we're not getting any new followers.
Guide us, wanted one.
Skrolk is not wearing armor because we just are not finding armor. He should definitely have this. 15% ward save is way better than 15% physical resistance. Here, do you want some banners? We have so many banners. Alright, and then he attacks the army that's outside the settlement. Which means everything else has to come in as reinforcements, which I think is the best case scenario for us. We could use the food, and his army needs to refresh its leadership buff, probably. Oh, extra leadership when fighting high elves. That's very good for this army, because it's going to be doing that for a while.
My orders, slay no first.
Alright, loot and occupy. What is this? Okay, so big replenishment rate boost for his army. Upkeep and armor for Skaven slaves. Big ambush success chance. Ooh, I do like that. Growth in all provinces plus 20% income from all settlements in all regions. What? Why would you ever take the other ones? I mean, I guess this is a very large replenishment rate boost, but I think we need this. We need money. God, it would be great if we could eventually... Plus 40% income from settlements in all regions. Okay, yeah. We need anything that improves our cash flow right now, because we need to be able to field more stacks.
Blessed filth.
Yep. The College of Pyrotechnics appears to have lost. Well... I think we want to have this hero run up here and scout. We need more information about what's going on up north. Okay, so we can get in on these caches, which is a very small amount of buff. Yeah, well, this is not meaningful. Or missile damage. I mean, we need to be running more stuff that this stuff is relevant for. We don't run Skaven slaves very often anymore. I guess let's take this. We do have a unit of Poison Wind Globadiers in one army. It's not totally ideal. Okay, so 2 turns until we can recruit warp fire throwers here. We desperately need defensive structure. And then public order is all kinds of screwed up. But it will actually be positive next turn. So let's not worry about that. If I upgrade this, it doesn't really help the whole province very much, so never mind. We don't need that. What do I need then? We don't need growth. We don't need... I mean... Yeah, a weapon barrow is not bad to have. And we don't have one in this province yet. Oh, hey, yeah, commandment. Right. No, I don't know. We don't really need anything. Whatever, that's fine. Okay, Kayaks is 2 turns off of being able to think about this upgrade. It would be nice to have more food income, but I don't... Whatever. Let's save the money for now. We're about to have a rebellion here. Well, we're in position to crush that. I'm not too worried about that one. Yeah, I don't know. Things are turning around. You know, a lot of ups and downs. And now I'm worried again because of the reassertion of the blue lizard men, whose name I can never remember. I was really hoping the College of Pyrotechnics was going to be able to get some work done on that. Okay. That's part of why I didn't want to upgrade, was I thought that might happen. Interesting, they raised it rather than resettling. Huh. Well, whatever. We'll crush this army and then we'll head north with Otherlock. We probably will not be able to catch them, actually. I bet they run. We'll move toward them, the amount that we're allowed to move toward them. And then they'll flee to Chupiatl. Oh, that's bad. It's only 3 turns. The gods of your enemies have directly intervened in our interests, sowing destruction across our realm. How do we confront a god's wrath? I mean, we're doing alright.
I'm deadly.
I might argue that basically everything we do is confronting a god's wrath, because I think all of the gods hate the Skaven.
Doom decay.
Okay, we're finishing this off, and now we have to figure out what we want this army to do. I don't think it's worth... Yeah, let's not worry about this. But do we go west to the Mine of the Bearded Skulls, or do we try to help this out? Actually, I guess it doesn't matter, because for either of those, this is the move, right? We move quickly. Once we get to Subatun, then we have to figure out what we want to do, but for now, this is the right play. And it really does feel like a next episode kind of concern, doesn't it? Alright, we've got our gold mine leveling up. We should definitely improve the gold mine. It's an extra 150 gold per turn. Although, maybe... with enemies running around all over the place, fortified entries is also very good. And this leaves us with very little money to play with. Yeah, let's put up walls. Let's make this settlement actually defensible. Alright, well I think that... oh, we should move this guy. Do I want to take points and hinder replenishments? Yeah, it seems pretty powerful.
Move! Hustle! Martic Mar!
I guess these guys are not currently... Oh, we could wound a hero out of the army. Yeah, let's try to do that. A Saurus Scar veteran could be a real danger. Alright, good start. Good start. We're coming, guys. We're coming to your rescue, I swear. Man, we have a lot of problems ahead of us. This is brewing, and... Alright, well, I'm a lot more confident about our position now than I was at the beginning of the episode, at least. That's going to have to be it. Hey, shh. That's going to have to be it for us for today. Come back tomorrow, next time. Maybe we can finally cleanse our lands of invaders, finally finish off these high elves, or at least one of these factions of high elves, and get ourselves on some stable footing to push toward some kind of actual mid-game here while everyone else is having their late game. And we'll see you then.